I reckon it's time you're due for a hearty meal. So saddle up for the day with one of our hay Boston breakfast and homemade soups. Fill your grill at our salad bar. Sink your teeth into our famous county line burger and barbecue ribs. Top it off with spur rattling pie with a calm roll that's sure to put a smile on even the toughest outlaws. Shake the dirt off the boots each night and warm up with the gang. Tell them about it, Stacy.
I can't wait to see you at the county line.
The telecast of this tournament game has been authorized by special arrangement with the Board of Directors of the North Dakota High School Activities Association. We're back to the Forebears Event Center for our second semifinal of the day here in the Region 8 tournament between Mandaree and Kenmare. The winner advances on to take on undefeated Trenton for the Region 8 title on Thursday night. Hello everyone and welcome inside the Forebears Event Center. Happy to have you with us on the Farmers Union Insurance pregame show here on Beck Sports. I'm Noah Reed. Well, it's two teams that have won 18 games on the year. Really good year for both Mandaree and Kenmare. The Warriors 18-5, the Honkers 18-4. Two of the best teams in all of Region 8, and they've got an opportunity to go against one another tonight after both playing really well last night in the quarterfinals to get here. They're going to need great performances again tonight in order to move on and get to the Region 8 championship game. We'll take a look now around the region presented by West Dakota Chevy Dealers. Discover something strong at your local Chevy dealer. Well, as mentioned, Trenton took down Partial in our first semifinal game today. Tied at halftime, but thanks to Trenton outscoring Partial 20-2 in the third quarter, the Tigers move on. They move to 23-0 and a chance to go to the state tournament for the second straight year while being undefeated. They'll take on the winner of our upcoming game now between Mandaree and Kenmare. Region 3 tournament also going on Beck Sports as well tonight on the Beck Sports Network. That's a look around the region presented by West Dakota Chevy Dealers. Visit westdakotachevy.com. Our keys to the game tonight for both Mandaree and Kenmare are brought to you by Eventide Senior Living Communities. With locations all across the state of North Dakota, Eventide offers a full continuum of care. Mandaree has to be able to avoid droughts. There was times last night in their win against Tioga where they would go 3, 4, 5 minutes in a row where they wouldn't score, and in that same stretch, Tioga would score 8, 10, 12 points. Tioga built up a big lead in that fourth quarter, and it took an awesome comeback, and especially from Cherish Johnson, the senior who had 14 points in the second half. It took a lot from her and the rest of the team to be able to come back and win that game in the fourth quarter. Have to be able to avoid those droughts and not be able to score that often. And for Kenmare, it's a team that needs to go through the paint. Brenna Strokeland scored 30 last night, the freshman for Kenmare, and it's not to say that they have to score from the paint or they have to have the post players score all the points, shoot all the shots. That's not the case, but when you can get the ball into Strokeland, she can create and kick out, and they can have the inside out game. They also got 16 from Kate Zemmer, 13 more from Megan Zimmer, a couple of guards. So they've got talented guard play, but it all starts in the paint and the ability to get the ball inside the lane to create things from there. Those are the Eventide Senior Living Community keys to the game for Mandaree and Kenmare, presented by Eventide, where you can find out more at eventide.org. Well, mentioned both of the players already that we'll take a look at in our hashtag People First player matchup presented by Choice Bank. Cherish Johnson was fantastic in the second half yesterday. 14 of her 16 came after the halftime break. A majority of those came in the fourth quarter. They were down to start the fourth quarter by as many as 6 at one point in that second half. They come all the way back and get a 7-point win, large in part due to the play of the senior Johnson and what she was able to do for this Mandaree team. And on the other side of things for Kenmare, they were led by the freshman last night, Brenna Strokeland, 30. That was the most anybody scored in the entire tournament in day one, and that tournament high is upheld to this point here in the back half of our semifinals. She was great. 15 in the first half, 15 in the second half for the freshman, leading the way with 31 of 3 in double figures. Already mentioned Kate Zimmer with 16, Megan Zimmer with 13 more for Kenmare. They can get another performance like they got from Strokeland yesterday. They might be well on their way to playing for a Region 8 championship against Trenton on Thursday night. But Cherish Johnson and Mandaree may have other things to say about that. That is the hashtag People First player matchup presented by Choice Bank, where they're all about being people first. Find out more at bankwithchoice.com. What an exciting one we've got on tap coming up. We'll take our final time out here in the Farmers Union Insurance pregame show. We'll get you starting lineups and tip-off on the other side here on Beck Sports.
Hi, I'm Adam Thielen. On behalf of Choice Bank, we're excited to highlight the People First player matchup. The Thielen Foundation and Choice Bank are committed to helping people reach their full potential.
inside the Four Bears Event Center. Mandaree and Kenmare here in the second semifinals, trying to advance on to the championship to take on Trenton. Let's take a look at the starting lineups for both teams, Mandaree and Kenmare. Jesse Vegan and Cherish Johnson. We talked about Johnson already in our People First player matchup. Ashlyn Grady and Deja Serdal both scored 15 yesterday in the win for Mandaree, and it'll actually be the freshman Brandy Mays and not Shyla Redwolf in the starting lineup for Mandaree. And for Kenmare, it's Sierra Scar, Kate Zimmer, Brenna Strokeland, Megan Zimmer, and Ashley Bauer. Those are the starting lineups for both Mandaree and Kenmare tonight. Mandaree in the visiting maroon uniforms tonight. They are the 2 seed out of District 15, and Kenmare the only team left out of District 16, the District 16 champions at 18-4 on the year. Kenmare was the best offensive team in the tournament yesterday in the quarterfinals, scoring 68, 30 of them coming from the freshman Brenna Strokeland. Mandaree had to use a fourth quarter comeback to get here. They were down by 6 in the second half to Tioga. They come back and win the game by 7 thanks to Cherish Johnson going off in the fourth quarter. Tip-off is brought to you by Dagelman Industries. Visit dagelman.com for more information and to find an authorized dealer near you. Dagelman Industries, engineered tough. And off we go. Kenmare basketball to start off the tip. There's a 3 for Zimmer. Left it short, but Scar the offensive rebound. That's last off the hand of Zimmer. Kenmare turns it over, and it's Mandaree's first look with the basketball on offense. Kenmare putting that full court pressure on. You'll more than likely see it from Mandaree too. They did it almost all game long to Tioga yesterday. Here's Johnson, offensive foul. Big game yesterday for Johnson, team high 16. A lot of them coming in the fourth quarter in a comeback effort to win the game. Both teams come up empty-handed on their first possessions. Winner gets Trenton in the Region 8 championship game on Thursday night. A loser will move on to the third place game, or they will take on partial. Here's Bauer with it. After picking up the dribble, she gets trapped and then fouled. Second foul already against Mandaree, and it's Deja Serdal who picks up the foul. She was in foul trouble at times yesterday. Still managed to put up 15 in the game. Here's Bauer. Kenmare hasn't looked great offensively. Kind of been stagnant, not much of a flow to it. But Zimmer drives all the way to the hoop. Here's Scar wide open for 3 off the heel of the rim. And it goes back to Mandaree. Still scoreless between the two. Johnson able to break that full court press of Kenmare with the dribble. Grady kicks out, wide open look for Johnson. She left it way short. Serdal the rebound. So Serdal to the free throw line now. A chance for the game's first points. Free throw won't go for Serdal, so we remain scoreless. Almost 2 minutes into the game. Serdal goes 1 for 2. And the scoring's underway. Here's Zimmer from the free throw line, gets the roll. Megan Zimmer had 13 yesterday in Kenmare's win over Newtown. That was also a back and forth game. Kenmare pulled away late and won by 11, but it was a lot closer than that final score would indicate. First lead for Kenmare after the bucket from Zimmer. Vegan gets tripped up, and then she's whistled for a double dribble.
Substitution number 15 and number 22. 15. Brooklyn, Rodine, number 22, Logan, Reddy.
Rodine and Redding come in for Kenmare for the first subs of the game. And it's Kate Zimmer, who had 16 yesterday, to bring it up as the point guard. Rodine thought about the three. Now she takes it. Bit of a slower pace compared to what we saw in the first game. Trenton and Partial both wanted to push the tempo offensively. Here's Grady driving to the basket with the left. Shot was altered underneath. Here's Scar, lays it in with the right hand.
Scar for the Deuce.
Here's Mays into the corner. Grady, contested jumper. Sirdal the offensive rebound and the stick back. Deja Sirdal's got all 3 points for Mandaree to open the game. Strokel and her first touch in the paint. 30 yesterday, a tournament high, and she starts off right where she left off. An unbelievable performance from her yesterday in the quarterfinals, going for 30 in the win. She's got her first 2 now tonight. Mays' jumper swirls out, and Strokeland has the board. Zimmer off the screen from Strokeland. Strokeland from the elbow. Off the heel of the rim, it won't go. Grady the rebound. Under 4 to go in the opening frame. 3-point Kenmare lead, and Sirdal goes to the line.
Number 21, Strokeland's first personal. Second team foul. Sirdal at the line. Substitution number 23, 24. Zimmer, Bauer. First time look at Mandaree's. Number 22, Jules Lonefight.
Jules Lone Fight comes into the game for the first time for Mandaree. Sirdal knocks down the free throw. She's got all 5 for Mandaree, and we take a timeout with 3:33 to go in the first half.
North concessions are closed.
The Warriors of Mandaree down 6-5 with 3:33 to go in the first quarter. So glad to have you with us on Beck Sports. It's brought to you by Farmers Union Insurance, Dakota Community Bank, West Dakota Chevy Dealers, Bell Bank, and RTC. win and you advance to the region championship game. Trenton has already advanced with a win in the semifinals by 15 over Partial. Game in which they were tied at halftime, but outscored them by 15 after the break. Zimmer, 5 to shoot. Shot clock winding down. 3 on the way from the corner goes.
Bauer.
That's Ashley Bauer who knocks down the 3. And a 4-point Kenmare lead. Kenmare, the District 16 champions, so if they can win tonight, it'll be the District 15 champions against the District 16 champions. Serdal's got all 7 for Mandaree, and then Zimmer stepped over the line.
Substitutions. Substitution number 2, Scar. First time look at.
There's Alfred Taylor, the assistant coach for Mandaree. Here's White with the ball. She just checked in for the first time. Serdal in the paint. Triple team comes down. And Zimmer comes away with it. A 30-second timeout taken by Michael Zimmer. We'll take it with him. 2:09 to go in the first quarter. The Honkers up by 2.
This presentation on the Beck Sports Network is presented by the following: Dakota Community Bank and Trust, Farmers Union Insurance, West Dakota Chevy Dealers, Midstate Communications, NCC, RTC,
Welcome you back inside the Four Bears Event Center. Both the Kenmare and the Mandaree fans traveling in numbers here to Newtown for the region tournament. Semi-final day here on Beck Sports. Strokeland from the block. Seems like every time she touches it for Kenmare, turns into something positive. 4 points for her, which is also the lead for the Honkers. Jumper rattles home on the other end from Jules Lone Fight. Zimmer hasn't scored yet for Kenmare after 16 in the opening round yesterday. Her long 2 doesn't change that. Grady kicks out to Serdal, 15-foot jumper, rather three-pointer. Hits the 3, and what a start Serdal is off to. Ten of the 12 for Mandaree have come from Serdal with 50 seconds to go in the first quarter. Scar's shot was blocked. Serdal again, and she was pushed in the back on the catch by Zimmer.
Kenmare. Number 23. Making Zimmer's second personal. Third team ball.
Shot clock and game clock may be separated by a second. Grady steps in, too strong off the glass, but she comes away with the offensive rebound. White can't hit from straight away. Grady's follow-up doesn't go either. 3 shots from inside about 10 feet won't go for Mandaree. Now Kenmare looking to push. Serdal the rebound, 3 seconds left. Grady gets it off, not in time, doesn't matter anyways, well short. End of one quarter here from Newtown. Mandaree on top by 1. welcome you back inside the Four Bears Event Center here on semi-final night. Region 8. We've also got Region 3 going on our Beck Sports Networks. And for those interested, Lemoore moves on to the Region 3 championship game with a win over Medina Pingree Buchanan. That means Carrington and Kidder County underway in the second semifinal from the Jamestown Civic Center. Start of the second quarter here between Mandaree and Kenmare, and it's the Warriors leading by 1 after 1. Vegan's jumper is short. Rebound tracked down by Zimmer. Kenmare looking to push the tempo a little bit more here to start the second quarter. Bowers knocked down a 3 already for the Honkers, and she swings it around the perimeter. Strokeland had great positioning down low in the paint, but they don't get it to her. 8 to shoot. Bauer kicks out, open look. Redding's 3 off the heel of the rim. Serdal's pass goes right through the hands of Johnson, and it's a turnover back to the Honkers. Michael Zimmer, the head coach of the District 16 champions in Kenmare, hoping to add Region 8 champions to that list. They need a win tonight in the semifinals, and then they'll take on undefeated Trenton. The winner gets the number 3 team in the state for the region championship. Johnson leaks out and misses it with the left hand, but she's fouled. Bauer commits the foul. Two subs set to check in now for Kenmare.
Number 2 and number 23.
Zimmer and Scar, 2 starters, re-enter for Kenmare. Serdal cutting down the lane, and before the shot, a foul. So no free throws coming up for Serdal, who's got 10 of the 12 for Mandaree. Well, as soon as Zimmer came back into the game, she picked up her 3rd personal. So you got to imagine she's on the bench for the final 6:51 of this first half. Johnson being pestered by Bauer up top. Steps into the mid-range jumper. It's off, but Vegan has the rebound. Grady inside, double teamed and swatted away. Strokeland had a couple blocks yesterday in the quarterfinals, and she gets one against Grady there.
First time looking at number 14, John Lester. Number 30, Hayes.
Lester with the ball right now. She's got it back on the block now. Jumper falls for her as she checks in for the first time.
Lester for 2.
That's the first 2 points of this second quarter by either team. 14-11 Mandaree. Strokeland all the way to the cup, and she's fouled.
Foul on Mandaree. Foul on number 30. Fouls on Hayes. First personal. 13 foul.
Okay, one, play it. And 0 for 2 trip from Strokeland. 2 minutes into this second quarter. Lester leaves it out top for Serdal, who walked with it.
Substitutions.
Neither team getting much of a flow offensively in this game right now. And maybe that's the reason for the Mandaree timeout. 14-11 Warriors leading in the second. 13-11, Mandaree leads Kenmare. 5:51 to go in the first half. In the Region 8 semifinals here from the Forebears Event Center. Trenton already into the Region 8 title game Thursday night with a 15-point win over Partial in our first semifinal. One of these two teams will join the undefeated Tigers with a win tonight. Bauer trapped in the corner, has to dribble it out. They can't work it inside to Strokeland in the paint. Mandaree's done a nice job limiting her touches tonight after scoring 30 last night. And as soon as they throw it in, the double team comes down and they take it away. 2-on-1. Here's Vegan. Lester whips a pass to Mays. Serdal squeezing through the defense, and Deja Serdal back to the free throw line. Serdal 3 for 4 at the line so far today. She's scored 10 of the 14 for Mandaree in this first half.
Second personal. 16 fouls. Deja Serdal at the line. Substitution number 20, Johnson.
Cherish Johnson comes back into the game for Mandaree. Hasn't scored yet tonight after a team-high 16 in the quarterfinal win. 2 free throws for Serdal, who's now 5 of 6 at the stripe. And Mandaree has its largest lead of this first half at 5. They get it into Strokeland, up against the double team. But they throw it right away. Mandaree does, and Kenmare has the basketball back. Bauer, nice pass underneath. Strokeland couldn't finish. Grabs her own offensive rebound. Zimmer drives, left hand lays it in. First 2 of the night for Kate Zimmer. Puts an end to a 6-0 run for Mandaree. And that's the first 2 points of this second quarter for the Honkers. Vegan can't answer back with the jumper. Scar wanted to shoot the 3, instead drives. Strokeland the offensive rebound and uses the window for 2 more. Team high 6 now for Strokeland, despite this Mandaree defense really keying in on her. They're sending the double team every time she touches it. And now the Honkers get the ball back after the turnover.
Number 25 and 22 for Mandaree.
Strokeland rises over the defense for the pass and then lays it in with the left hand. Back-to-back buckets for Brenna Strokeland, and just like that, Kenmare has scored 6 straight and the Honkers reclaim the lead. Serdal powers her way to the cup. It rolls off. And then she's tied up underneath, and the jump ball gives it back to Kenmare. Final 3 to go in the first half. 1-point Kenmare lead in the Region 8 semifinals. It's thrown away. Johnson steps into the passing lane. Zimmer got a hand on it, but Vegan's there to corral it for Mandaree. Grady turning in the paint. Great defense from Strokeland. Serdal missed on the follow-up, gets a second chance. And Serdal goes back to the line.
Foul number 21.
Foul trouble yesterday may have altered her from getting in a rhythm, but that hasn't been the case at all tonight for Serdal. 12 points of Mandaree's 16 have come from Serdal. And she goes back to the line and hits her 6th free throw of this first half.
10 and 24. Number 10, Maline. Number 24, Bauer.
Two for two trip again for Sertal. 7 of 8 at the line. Mandaree up 1 again. In and out on the 3 from Redding. Ashlyn Grady has her first 2 of the game. Poked away by Vegan. Zimmer has it, kicks out. Redding for 3, missed it long. And then a jump ball on the rebound. Possession arrow goes the other way. This second quarter has been a quarter of short little spurts. A 6-0 run for Mandaree, then Kenmare followed up with 6 unanswered, and now it's 4-0 in favor of Mandaree, and the Warriors are up 3. Vegan steps through, overshoots everything, and Scar tracks it down, but she's trapped in the corner. Somehow gets it away to Zimmer, and it's a 4-on-1 the other way. Great job by the Kenmare offense in transition.
Logan, Redding.
Redding's first 2 of the game. Vegan steps into a free throw line jumper, and it's all nylon. So the 2 trade buckets. Mandaree's lead is still 3. Pass taken away by Zimmer. Zimmer gets cut off in the lane, kicks out. 3 is long. Battle for the rebound. Here's Scar wide open. 6-second differential between game clock and shot clock here to end the second quarter. And it's last off the hand of Grady.
Substitution, number 10 for Mandaree.
Ball goes back to Michael Zimmer's club, down by 3.
Maya White.
Pass deflected, and it goes off Kenmare. So after the Honkers force the turnover, they commit one themselves. And nearly get it back. Mandaree almost turns it over again. What a nice job by Lone Fight to track it down. 10 seconds left in the first half. White's 3 missed short. Bauer the rebound, she's looking to push. 1 second left, and they won't get the shot off in time. Halftime here inside the Forebears Event Center. Mandaree up 22-19 at the break.
Introducing Accord Comfort Sleep Systems, a better way to sleep. We offer you 5 different models to give you the perfect choice of support and body comfort. Every model begins with our exclusive Accord Comfort Reflex Layer. This ensures proper spinal alignment and a deep down body relief. Our 8-inch Whisper Breeze provides a medium firm feel, and our 10-inch Gentle Night model has a quilted top, giving you a medium plush comfort. Both use Outlast fabric on the top of your mattress, ensuring that your body temperature is not too hot and not too cold. Our Copper Rest Sleep Series is our premier mattress, offering your choice of firm, plush, and luxury plush. Every model uses copper-infused gel latex and provides all the health benefits of copper. Accord Comfort mattresses are handcrafted in the USA and come with a 60-night sleep guarantee. You're going to love sleeping with us. Order today exclusively at accordsleep.com or Tom's Home Furnishings in beautiful downtown Harvey.
This is the Farmers Union Insurance Halftime Report. For all your insurance needs, contact your local Farmers Union insurance agent or go to www.fumic.com.
We welcome you into the Farmers Union Insurance Halftime Report. Not a whole lot of offense in this first half in a 22-19 game, but Deja Serdal brought a whole lot of offense on the Mandaree side. 14 of the 22 for the Warriors. Brenna Strokeland picking up right where she left off with 30 last night. She had 8 here at the halftime break, and that's where we sit at 22-19 Mandaree on top of Kenmare. Winner advances to the Region 8 championship game on Thursday night, where they'll take on undefeated number 3 in the state, Trenton Tigers. We've got 16 more minutes to decide who that'll be. It's either Mandaree or Kenmare here on Beck Sports, the second half when we return. Welcome back to the Forebears Event Center here in Newtown. Almost the start of the second half between Mandaree and Kenmare, and it's brought to you by Degelman Industries. Visit Degelman.com for more information and to find an authorized dealer near you. Degelman Industries, engineered tough. 16 minutes down, 16 to go here in the second semifinal of the day. Winner advances to take on number 3 Trenton in the Region 8 title game on Thursday night. Kenmare, the 1 seed out of District 16, the only team in District 16 remaining. Put back there from Strokeland, who's now into double figures with 10. And that pulls Kenmare within a point early in this third quarter. Mandaree, meanwhile, the 2 seed out of District 15. They'd love to get a chance for some revenge against Trenton, who beat them pretty handily in the District 15 title game last week. Johnson leaves the 3 way short. It was a 66-22 final in favor of Trenton over Mandaree last week, and certainly not one of the better games the Warriors have played all season long. They struggled in that game both offensively and defensively. They'd love nothing more than a win tonight and get a chance to win the region against the team that beat them last week. Foul goes against Zimmer, and that's 4. She sat the final 6:51 of the second quarter after picking up her 3rd, and less than a minute into this third quarter, she picks up her 4th. And clearly frustrated as she goes to the bench. Pretty good chance that she won't play the rest of the third quarter. Offensive rebound and the lay-in for Brandy Mays. First 2 points of the night for Mays to extend that lead back up to 3. Bauer can't tie the game. Zimmer putting on some pressure up top. Mays, 15-foot jumper off the mark. Rebound grabbed by Kate Zimmer. That's last off the hands of Scar. A really nice job by Johnson to step in the passing lane, deflect it, and then it goes off the hands of Scar and back to Mandaree. Vegan was left alone. 4 points tonight for Jessie Vegan. Rodine, extra pass into the corner. Another empty possession for Kenmare. Serdal finds Mays down in the paint, missed it. Battle for the rebound won by Grady, but then knocked away and recovered by Zimmer, who's then fouled. Pushed right into that Mandaree bench.
Mandaree, number 20, Cherish Johnson, second personal.
So that's the second to go against Cherish Johnson. The only player really in foul trouble is the 4 on Megan Zimmer. That 4th came less than a minute into this third quarter. So she's on the bench, one of the starters for this Kenmare team. Strokeland kicks out, Zimmer wide open, buries the 3. Big time bucket for Kate Zimmer. She had just 2 first half points after scoring 16 in the quarterfinal win last night. Grady's shot was blocked. Bauer comes away with it for Kenmare. Honkers down by 2. 4.5 to go in the third quarter. Open look from 3. Rodine sticks it. Big time bucket from Brooklyn Rodine, and Kenmare reclaims the lead. Midway mark of our third quarter. And a whistle comes in.
Number 21, Strokeland.
3:54 to go in the first half, or in the third quarter, excuse me. Kenmare leads by 1. Today's game on Beck Sports is presented by West Dakota Chevy Dealers, Bell Bank, Farmers Union Insurance, Dakota Community Bank, and RTC. 3:54 third quarter. Kenmare leading by a point. Honkers currently on a 6-0 run in this third quarter. They got a 3 from Zimmer and a 3 from Rodine, and that makes up the 6-0 run. And it's Bauer who comes away with the steal. Playing well on both ends of the floor here in the third. Zimmer, what a move, just couldn't finish with the reverse. Serdahl drives all the way down the baseline. Nobody stopped her, still missed the jumper. A spot in the Region 8 championship game on the line. Trenton got there with a 15-point win earlier today. Now Kenmare and Mandaree both trying to get to the championship game as well. You still have one more game even if you do lose. It's the third place game. Partials in the third place game after losing to Trenton today, but nobody wants to be playing in that. They want to be playing in the second game on Thursday as Zimmer goes to the free throw line.
Number 32.
Trenton is the defending Region 8 champs. They were undefeated at 24-0 going into the state tournament last year, but then lost their first 2 games of the state tournament and finished 7th. They're undefeated again this year at 23-0 after 2 wins here at the Region 8 tournament. So they again have a chance to go 24-0 into the state tournament if they can win against the winner of this game on Thursday night. These two teams also having fantastic seasons. Kenmare 18-4, Mandaree 18-5. Zimmer couldn't hit the free throws. Johnson kicks out to Serdahl. She's been quiet in the second half after scoring 12 first half points. And it's thrown away. Scar leaves it off for Zimmer in the corner. She attacks baseline, can't get it to crawl in on the left side. And a timeout taken by Kenmare. 2:13 to go in the third. Honkers leading by 1.
Full timeout, Kenmare.
This presentation on the Beck Sports Network is presented by the following: Dakota Community Bank and Trust, Farmers Union Insurance, West Dakota Chevy Dealers, Midstate Communications, NCC, RTC. Coverage of this Region 8 basketball tournament is presented by the following: United Tribes Technical College. United Tribes Technical College would like to wish all the teams good luck in the Region 8 tournament. Four Seasons Restaurant and Ice Cream Parlor. Four Seasons Restaurant and Ice Cream Parlor wishes the best of luck to the players, coaches, and officials, and thank you to all the fans. Burke Divide and Montreal Williams Electric Cooperatives. Good luck to all area teams from Burke Divide and Montreal Williams Electric Cooperatives.
Welcome back inside the Four Bears Event Center. Mandaree and Kenmare in a tight one with 2:13 to go in the third quarter. Kenmare basketball out of the timeout. Rodine loses the dribble and just has to kick it out. Zimmer gets fouled on the drive by White.
Fouls on number 10. White's first personal.
Both teams played in tight games last night in the quarterfinals. Kenmare ended up winning by 11, but much closer game all the way through. Scar fires, missed the three. Rebound gathered underneath by Lone Fight. And Mandaree was down by 6 in the second half to Tioga before storming back behind 14 second half points from Cherish Johnson to win that game by 7. Serdal whistled for a charge. Another look here on our All True Health Systems replay.
Third personal.
And that's now 3 on Serdal.
Fourth team foul.
Final 1:37 left in the third quarter. Both teams' offenses were much better yesterday in the quarterfinals. They've been sluggish at times today. Almost taken away. Instead, Redding all the way to the basket and scoops it in with the left hand. Logan Redding has 4 points in the game. Three's too strong from Lester. 2-on-1 the other way. Zimmer kicks out. And it's thrown out of bounds. Looked like Kenmare had a great opportunity, 2-on-1, but they end up turning the basketball over. Wide open for 3, too strong out of the hand of Johnson. Hasn't scored at all tonight after a team-high 16 last night. And Jules Lone Fight going to the free throw line. But this was kind of around the point when Johnson started taking off. She only had 2 in the first half last night, scored 14 in the second half, led that come from behind win for Mandaree. But scoreless to this point tonight as the free throw for Lone Fight goes in and out. Second free throw the same as the first. Both of them were halfway down before popping out. Kenmare can save for the final shot of the quarter if they'd like. And there's a body foul against Mandaree. 16 fouls against the Warriors now, so that means bonus free throws the rest of the way for Kenmare on every foul. Zimmer off the screen, 15-foot jumper goes.
Zimmer for 2.
Serdal at the horn, can't hit from half court, and we come to the end of the third. 8 minutes to go, 5-point lead for Kenmare. (31-26) here in the Region 8 semifinals. Kenmare on top of Mandaree by 5. The final 8 minutes to go to punch a ticket to the Region 8 championship game. We're also televising the Region 3 tournament, as we've told you a number of times throughout yesterday and today. And that score is also 31-26. Carrington on top of Kidder County by 5 through 3 quarters. So Region 8 and Region 3, both through 3 quarters, both 31-26 going into the final 8 minutes. Mandaree basketball down by 5. Johnson got the defense leaning. Own fight misses from the baseline. Rebound corralled by Bauer. Zimmer just squeaks by the defense on the sideline and then reverses it back out. Here's Bauer for 3. Zimmer the offensive rebound. She missed the final 7+ minutes of the third after picking up her 4th foul, but she's still staying aggressive as she just re-enters the game at the start of the quarter. Picked up a foul right around this mark, 7:03 to go in the third. That was her 4th foul, so she sat the final 7 minutes of the third. Hasn't really gotten in much of a rhythm because she picked up her 3rd foul with 6:51 to go in the second quarter. So one of the starters for Kenmare has been on the bench almost the entire game. That's a big 3. Jules lone fight hits the 3 and a quick timeout by Mandaree. It's a 2-point game with 6:42 to go.
For our business, it's very important to have access to that high-speed internet because we have a video auction.
Number one, we wouldn't be able to do this if it weren't for the phone, and along with everything else that's come along with it. RTC is always there when we need them.
I don't think there's any more reliable company than RTC because they're on top of all the modern technology, and if there's something wrong, they fix it, and they know how to fix it.
Thanks for being with us on Beck Sports tonight from the Forebears Event Center. I'm Noah Reed, our crew led by Brent Borkus in the Beck Studios along with Cole Dennis, and it's Scott Lurch and Patrick Conte, our camera crew here in Newtown. 6:42 to go in the game. Kenmare with a 2-point lead over Mandaree. Season on the line in the semifinals. You win and you're into the Region 8 title game. Kenmare breaks the full court Mandaree press rather easily. Mandaree pressed the entire game last night. Haven't seen it a whole lot tonight. Scar thought about the 3 instead. A beauty of a pass underneath, and Strokeland kisses it off the glass. Team high 12 now for Strokeland after scoring 30 last night. That 30 is a tournament high up to this point. We saw Alyssa St. Pierre score 20 in our first semifinal in the win for Trenton over Partial. And Lone Fight takes steps.
Substitution for Mandaree number 32, Serdal.
Serdal comes in after a quick break, sending Mays to the bench. Serdal scored 14 in the first half, hasn't scored any after halftime. A nice job by this Kenmare defense to key in on her after she was dominating in the first half. Here's Zimmer, limited minutes tonight with the foul trouble that we discussed. Kate Zimmer bounces. Megan Zimmer for 3. Well short. Mandaree basketball after a great defensive possession from the Warriors. Turnover gives it right back.
Substitution number 22, ready.
Stolen on the inbounds play by Vegan on the full court press. Johnson retreats to the 3-point line, fires, can't get the bounce. And it goes back to Kenmare. And And there's a foul against Kenmare. So back-to-back turnovers in the backcourt now for Kenmare. Mandaree's defense picking up a bit. We mentioned how we hadn't seen a lot of the full court press. Well, maybe that was something that Mandaree coaching staff was saving until the fourth quarter. There's two more for Lone Fight. She's got 7 in the game off the bench. And that foul goes against Mandaree. Much to the chagrin of Alfred Taylor, the assistant coach.
16 fouls.
Turnover again. Mandaree's defense coming up huge the last 3 possessions in a 2-point game. Vegan picks up the dribble in the corner. Here's Johnson, scoreless to this point in the game after scoring a team-high 16 last night. She's got it again. Can't get it to go inside the lane. Zimmer the rebound, and she's pushed out of bounds in front of the Mandaree bench.
Foul number 4. Vegan, first personal, 17 fouls. Bring the bonus.
So bonus free throws upcoming now for Kate Zimmer.
Kate Zimmer.
4:21 to go in the game. 2-point Kenmare lead. Both teams probably not too happy with the way their offenses have played tonight, but whatever it takes to get the job done and advance on to Thursday night to play for the region championship, they'll take it. 2-for-2 trip from Zimmer, who's now got 9 in the game. And Bauer comes flying in and deflects it out of bounds before crashing into her own bench. Her coach is happy with the hustle there. Vegan looks inside to Serdal. 4 defenders come down for Kenmare, and there's a jump ball. Well, Deja Serdal was scoring at will in the first half. 14 at the break for her, hasn't scored since then, and got to credit that to the Kenmare defense. They are throwing 2, 3, 4 defenders at her every time she catches it. A collision at half court, no whistle, it's a turnover. Johnson steps into a 3. Oh, that's a big one. Timeout taken by Kenmare. Cherish Johnson was scoreless until she hits a big 3-pointer, and the Warriors are down just 1.
Coverage of this Region 8 basketball tournament is presented by the following. United Tribes Technical College. United Tribes Technical College would like to wish all the teams good luck in the Region 8 tournament. Four Seasons Restaurant and Ice Cream Parlor. Four Seasons Restaurant and Ice Cream Parlor wishes the best of luck to the players, coaches, and officials, and thank you to all the fans. Burke Divide and Montreal Williams Electric Cooperatives. Good luck to all area teams from Burke Divide and Montreal Williams Electric Cooperatives. This presentation on the Beck Sports Network is presented by the following. Dakota Community Bank and Trust. Farmers Union Insurance. West Dakota Chevy Dealers. Midstate Communications. NCC. RTC.
A scoring update from Region 3 with 3:54 to go. Kidder County leads Carrington 37-36. Winner of that one gets Lemoore in the Region 3 championship. And here from Newtown, also in a 1-point game, 35-34 Kenmare. Winner gets Trenton in the Region 8 championship right here from the Forebears Event Center on Thursday night. So almost identical games going on across the Beck Sports Network tonight. Johnson steps in for the steal. And with 3.5 minutes to go, Mandaree has a chance to take the lead for the first time in this fourth quarter. Serdal driving right. Can't lay it in, but she's got 2 free throws. No points in the second half for Sirdal after scoring 14 in the first half.
First personal.
Pretty similar game last night and tonight for Mandaree. Down to start the fourth quarter. But last night they were able to fight back and win the game. Sirdal's free throw ties us at 35. Can they make it back-to-back fourth quarter comebacks to send them to the Region 8 championship game? Zimmer hoists the three and drills it. Zimmer with a huge triple to put Kenmare back in the lead. Offensive foul, they get lone fight for the moving screen.
Number 22, Mandaree. Lone fight, second personal.
It's not bonus free throws, it's a player control foul. It is the 8th team foul against Mandaree. Here's Rodin with the ball. They skip to Megan Zimmer. She drives baseline. Nice move, couldn't finish, grabs her own offensive rebound and puts it back in.
Megan Zimmer.
Great play for Megan Zimmer down the stretch for a player who hasn't played much tonight due to foul trouble all game long. Five-point lead for Kenmare. Just over 2 minutes to go, late in the game. Grady with the lay-in. Back to a one-possession game. It's been a quiet night for Grady, but that's a big bucket for her. Zimmer had it knocked out of bounds.
Substitutions, number 24, Ashley Power.
1 minute, 50 seconds left in a one-possession game. Zimmer hit a big three moments ago. She's got the ball now. And she stepped on the sideline. A crucial turnover to give it back. Michael Zimmer frustrated with his team turning the ball over, but still cheering his team on. Here in the final 90 seconds. Hoping for a win and a berth to the region championship game. Here's Strokeland. Picks up the dribble. Extra pass. Zimmer hoists the three. Sirdal the rebounds. Mandaree trying to pick up the pace a little bit, but Johnson fumbled it. Tried to bounce it into Sirdal, but picked off by Megan Zimmer, and a timeout taken by Kenmare. 3-point lead, 62 seconds to go. An exciting finish for you here on Beck Sports.
Every month it was brought up that the internet wasn't working. I had enough. I said, something's got to change. And everybody said, we've been trying for years. What are you going to do? I contacted RTC. I sent them one email, and instantly they said, this is a huge problem and we have to solve it. I'm so thankful that my child is not going to struggle later in life because the RTC has brought us internet, and I'm very thankful for that.
.102 left here inside the Four Bears Event Center. 3-point game, Kenmare leading Mandaree 40-37. Winner advances to the Region 8 championship game to take on number 3 Trenton, who is 23-0 after a win in the semifinals over Partial in our first game of the day. Strokeland almost had it taken away, but she comes to the pass. Zimmer off the screen, 10 to shoot. Here's Bauer. They got to get something going quickly. Shot clock melting away. Here's Rodine. They don't get the shot off. Kenmare turns it over. The officials getting together right now to talk something over. Not exactly sure what that would be. They do say shot clock violation. They confirm the call. And so there's 30.6 seconds to go. Shot clock turned off in a 3-point game. We'll see what Mandaree elects to do. They've got plenty of time to get the quick two if they choose. Lone fight, spinning, can't bank it in. And there's a foul against Kenmare, and it's on Megan Zimmer. So her night's done.
Megan Zimmer's 5th personal.
She just put her hands up in the air, and she has no idea what she did. And I think Michael Zimmer's kind of saying the same thing on the sideline for Kenmare. "19 seconds to go. Vegan inside, and before the shot, a foul. It's the 7th team foul against Kenmare, so it's free throws regardless, but it's 1 and 1 instead of 2. Serdal has to be able to hit the front end to get the second. Obviously not the end of the world whatsoever for Kenmare, even if Serdal hits both free throws. Honkers have the lead. First one goes. Serdal's second is good as well. Full timeout taken by Mandaree. 1-point Kenmare lead with 17 seconds to go.
Timeout, Mandaree.
This presentation on the Beck Sports Network is presented by the following: Dakota Community Bank and Trust, Farmers Union Insurance, West Dakota Chevy Dealers, Midstate Communications, NCC, RTC. Coverage of this Region 8 basketball tournament is presented by the following: United Tribes Technical College. United Tribes Technical College would like to wish all the teams good luck in the Region 8 tournament. Four Seasons Restaurant and Ice Cream Parlor. Four Seasons Restaurant and Ice Cream Parlor wishes the best of luck to the players, coaches, and officials, and thank you to all the fans. Burke Divide and Montreal Williams Electric Cooperatives. Good luck to all area teams from Burke Divide and Montreal Williams Electric Cooperatives.
What an exciting finish in store for us on Beck Sports. 40-39. Kenmare leads by a point after Deja Serdal knocked down 2 free throws for Mandaree. Zimmer gets shoved in the back, and it's an intentional foul against Vegan. Oh, that's huge.
Flagrant foul on number 4.
A final from Region 3. Kidder County beats Carrington 49-44. Maddie Schmidt for Kidder County scored 19 in the 4th quarter. First free throw from Zimmer is good. Second one is pure as well. Kate Zimmer steps up and knocks down 2 huge free throws. And on top of that, Kenmare has the ball because of the intentional foul. They get into Zimmer. She lost it momentarily, and then Vegan picks up the foul again. Even with Zimmer making 1 or 2 free throws here, there's still time for Mandaree. All Zimmer needs is 1 to make it a 2-possession game, but 11.9 to go. Still time for Mandaree, regardless of what the margin is. 3 huge free throws for Zimmer and make it 4. Clutch free throws from Kate Zimmer to potentially wrap this up. Johnson dribbled it off her foot, the turnover, and that may just do it. The Kenmare fans sense it as they rise to their feet across the gym from us. The inbound, it's taken away. Serdal lays it in. But too little, too late. Kenmare wins it, and the Honkers are on to the Region 8 championship game.
Mandaree will be taking on Hartsel. First game, Thursday night.
44 to
Hi, I'm Adam Thielen. On behalf of Choice Bank, I'm proud to announce and congratulate the People First Player of the Game. This outstanding athlete is an inspiration to their team and community. The Thielen Foundation and Choice Bank are committed to helping people reach their full potential.
Kate Zimmer, our player of the game tonight, presented by Choice Bank. She knocked down 4 clutch free throws late in the game, accompanying that with a few other field goals as well, and she has a team high 16 tonight for the Honkers. They win it 44-41 over Mandaree, and Kenmare advances on to the Region 8 championship game where they will take on Trenton. We'll have the third place game as well Thursday night. That'll be Partial and Mandaree, and then we follow it up with the Region 8 title game at about 7:30 on Thursday night, where Kenmare will take on Trenton, the top seed out of District 15 against the top seed out of District 16. For our entire crew tonight, led by Brent Borkus, along with Cole Dennis in the Beck Studios, Scott Lurch and Patrick Conte, our camera crew, I'm Noah Reed saying so long from the Forebears Event Center in Newtown, where Kenmare gets a big win in the semifinals, and it sets up them and Trenton for the Region 8 title on Thursday night on Beck Sports.